Kang Dong chased after his pet snake when it crawled in one of his tenants' rooms. He rushed inside to catch it. But at that exact moment, 2 female tenants came back. Afraid of being misunderstood, Kang Dong quickly hid under the bed. Luckily, the 2 girls left again. Just as Kang Dong was about to crawl out, a burglar suddenly broke into the room. Kang Dong panicked, and to make things worse, someone else was about to come in. The burglar freaked out and ended up hiding under the same bed. The 2 of them could only stare at each other in silence. The tension was intense. Kang Dong really wanted to shout and expose the burglar, but the burglar threatened him, saying Kang Dong would be mistaken for his accomplice. Kang Dong realized he had a point, so he decided to wait for the right moment to call the police. Unfortunately, the female tenants came back and started chatting in the room. Kang Dong and the burglar had no choice but to keep waiting. The problem was, the girls kept talking for 4 whole hours. Kang Dong and the burglar eventually fell asleep from waiting so long. On the bed above them, the girls started playing a song-guessing game. They were terrible at guessing the song titles, which made Kang Dong and the burglar incredibly frustrated and tempted to shout out the answers. In the end, the 2 men made a bet. Whoever guessed wrong would get flicked on the forehead. When the answer was revealed, Kang Dong was right. The burglar accepted his fate and waited to be flicked. But Kang Dong couldn't bring himself to do it hard, so he flicked him very gently. That small moment strangely brought them closer. Both of them were sore and extremely hungry. All they could do was stare at the leftover snacks from the girls while trying to ignore their growling stomachs. Suddenly, the burglar pulled out a chocolate bar from his pocket and split it in half, sharing it with Kang Dong. Kang Dong was touched, but he said he still wouldn't let the burglar go that easily. Even so, they felt even closer. Then, Kang Dong desperately needed to pee. Seeing Kang Dong in pain, the burglar deliberately threw a lighter to distract the girls and quickly grabbed an empty bottle. Even though it was just a small bottle, it became Kang Dong's lifesaver. Suddenly, Kang Dong's snake appeared again. Without thinking, the burglar stepped in front of Kang Dong to protect him from the snake. Long story short, the police finally arrived and took the burglar away. Kang Dong asked him why he protected him earlier. Smiling, the burglar said, "Ever since you flicked my forehead so gently, I've already considered you my brother." Kang Dong was deeply moved by those words. The 2 of them then made a pinky promise to be brothers forever.